Melania Trump privately shared concerns about tearing down East Wing and distanced herself from Ballroom project. Report. First Lady Melania Trump has some concerns about Donald Trump's plans for the White House, according to a new report. The Wall Street Journal reported that the First Lady has allegedly tried to distance herself from the massive White House Ballroom project in recent weeks. It's long been rumored that Melania does not like living at the White House, instead preferring to stay at the Mar-a-Lago Club in Florida or at Trump Tower in Manhattan. While President Donald Trump's early White House renovations, like the paving of the Rose Garden, were said to be done in collaboration with his wife, Melania Trump, it seems his ongoing demolition of the East Wing to build a massive ballroom may not have the First Lady's same support. According to a new report by the Wall Street Journal about how Donald is pulling off the controversial demolition of the historic building at a breakneck pace, journalists Annie Linsky, Josh Dawsey and Will Parker alleged that Melania privately raised concerns about tearing down the East Wing and told associates it wasn't her project, according to administration officials. It's long been rumored that Melania isn't a fan of the White House. However, earlier this year, social sources told People that the First Lady supported her husband's redecoration plans, as the changes made the presidential residence feel more like their Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. One source in Florida told People at the time that both Donald and Melania would prefer to be in Palm Beach, so instead they're bringing Mar-a-Lago to Washington. Another source, a Mar-a-Lago club member, told People that Donald and Melania take pride in their Florida home's decor and style and enjoy showing it off, so it makes sense they'd make changes to the historic presidential building. Anytime Melania and Donald can make the White House feel more like Mar-a-Lago, they will, the source said. They love Mar-a-Lago. Not only is it their home, but Donald personally created much of the current decor and takes pride in living there and showing it to other people. However, it seems the shocking demolition of the Roosevelt-era East Wing may have been a step too far, even for Donald's wife. The viral photos and videos of the destruction have elicited strong emotions for many Americans. Following the president's previous claims that the construction of a planned White House ballroom would not damage the East Wing, excavators were seen tearing apart the historic section of the building, which has traditionally been home to the First Lady's offices. The president later lashed out at a reporter who questioned his transparency about the project. "I haven't been transparent, really," he said on October 23, raising his voice as he replied to Reuters' Jeff Mason. "I've shown this to everybody that would listen. Third-rate reporters didn't see it because they didn't look. You're a third-rate reporter, always have been," he continued. "Third-rate reporters didn't look, but anybody that asked, these pictures have been in newspapers, they've been all over the place, and we're very proud of it. It's gotten great reviews." The president may also find himself in hot water for skipping a vital step in the renovation process. His administration has yet to submit plans for the ballroom to the National Capital Planning Commission, the agency that approves and monitors construction on federal buildings. Will Scharf, the MAGA-friendly White House staff secretary whom Donald appointed as chair of the Planning Commission in July, claimed last month that the administration didn't need approval for demolition, only construction, which hasn't yet begun. However, on October 21, the National Trust for Historic Preservation, which states that its mission is to protect America's significant historic sites and to advocate for historic preservation as a core public value, sent a letter to the White House urging Trump to pause demolition until the plans can be reviewed. While the National Trust acknowledges the utility of a larger meeting space at the White House, "We are deeply concerned that the massing and height of the proposed new construction will overwhelm the White House itself. It is 55,000 square feet, and may also permanently disrupt the carefully balanced classical design of the White House with its two smaller, and lower, east and west wings," the letter read, in part. It continued, "As we approach the 250th anniversary of our country's founding, the preservation of historic places that represent our nation's history has never been more relevant or important. We urge you to take into account the deep reverence that all Americans hold for this iconic place, and to initiate the review process that can ensure the preservation of the historic White House for future generations." In a statement to People, White House spokesman Davis Ingle said, "President Trump is working 24/7 to make America great again, including his historic beautification of the White House, at no taxpayer expense. These long-needed upgrades will benefit generations of future presidents and American visitors to the People's House.